people, it's your Nigerian pleasure bringing you political news in our channel, Ghanatube. Here are so many of the recent happenings in Ghana. Please watch.
The items. This strategy will not work. You are doing strategy. You are looking at. Please, I'm on my feet. Don't look at this strategy. What strategy? No, this strategy will not work. We have a long day today. No, please. Let me. No, it's my right. Today is Friday. We have a long day. No, you stop me from going to Abuja. You stop me. Today is Friday. Mr. Speaker, with respect. Mr. Speaker, with respect. It is very rich to hear from the majority leader that incident that occurred, Mr. Speaker only heard one side and said that he was going to investigate only one side. Because, Mr. Speaker, the other side against JB Dankwa of blessed memory was even set into the records. So for the majority leader to say that the Speaker's comment only coincided with the petition and that the Speaker had called him on phone whilst abroad to say that he was going to investigate the other side makes it very rich, and I find it very curious because somebody, a member of parliament, described JB Dankwa in very unpalatable words and used certain language against his person, referred to a book which never described JB Dankwa as such. So if the majority leader is now telling us that the Speaker didn't hear that one and only heard the other and promised to investigate, then we leave it to posterity. Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, with all due respect, can we make progress? Please, let's look at item numbered 10.
Mr. Speaker, the item is not ready yet. The Committee of Selection was supposed to meet. We haven't met yet. So when we meet, we'll bring the report. We want to do that today. So, Mr. Speaker, if it is possible for you to take your reports, as the appointment committee reports, number 12.
Members, let's take the item number 12, motion.
Mr. Speaker, I beg to move that notwithstanding the provision of Order 104.1 of the Standing Orders, which requires that a motion shall not be debated until at least 2 certain days have elapsed after the notice to move the motion is given. The motion for the adoption of the 12 report of the Appointment Committee on His Excellency the President's nomination for appointment as Minister of State and Deputy Ministers may be moved today. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, the motion is moved. Any seconder?
Mr. Speaker, I second the motion.
Honorable members, this is a procedural motion. The motion has been moved and seconded. Honorable members, the question is, as many as are in favor, say aye. Aye. Those against, say no. The ayes have it. Motion number 13.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I beg to move that this Honorable House adopt the 12 report of the Appointment Committee on His Excellency the President nomination for the appointment of ministers of state and deputy ministers. Mr. Speaker, in doing so, I would like to make a few comments on the report and then ask the Hansard to capture the rest of the report. Mr. Speaker, on Tuesday, the 11th of February 2025, His Excellency the President, John Dramani Mahama, in accordance with Article 78(1) and 79(1) of the 1992 Constitution, formally submitted to Parliament the nomination of the following honourable members of Parliament for ministerial and deputy ministerial appointment. Honourable Lydia Lamisi Akanvaiba, MP, Minister of State Designate for Public Sector Reforms. Honourable Thomas Nyako Ampim, MP, Deputy Minister Designate for the Ministry of Finance. Honourable Ebenezer Okrete Telabi, MP, Deputy Minister Designate for the Ministry of Interior. Honourable Samson Ai, MP, Deputy Minister Designate for the Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry. And Honourable Dr. Clement Abbas Apak, MP, Deputy Minister Designate for the Ministry of Education. And Honourable Richard Jan Mensah, MP, Deputy Minister Designate for the Ministry of Energy and Green Transition. And Honourable John Kofi Seto Dumelo, Deputy Minister Designate for the Ministry of Food and Agriculture. Pursuant to Order 217 of the Standing Orders of Parliament, the Right Honourable Speaker referred the nomination to the Appointment Committee for vetting and subsequent submission of the report to the House for consideration. Mr. Speaker, this report presents the findings and recommendations of the Appointment Committee regarding His Excellency the President's nomination for the ministerial and deputy ministerial appointment in accordance with Article 78(1) and 79(1) of the 1992 Constitution and Standing Orders 217 of Parliament. The 7 nominees mentioned were considered. The committee conducted a thorough vetting process which included a review of the nominees' qualification, professional background, responses to key names in the media. The vetting process also involved the publication of the names in the media to allow for public input, as well as review the confidential report from the relevant security authorities. Mr. Speaker, in accordance with the provision of Article 71(1) and Article 79(1) of the 1992 Constitution, as well as the Standing Orders 217, the committee duly considered the nomination of the candidate by His Excellency the President. Throughout the vetting process, the nominees demonstrated competence, knowledge, and expertise in matters relating to their respective ministries. Having thoroughly assessed their qualifications, experience, and response, the committee, by consensus, recommends to the House the adoption of the report and the approval of the following nominees. Honourable Lydia Lamisi Akanvaiba as the Minister of State, Public Sector Reforms. Honourable Thomas Nyako Ampim as Deputy Minister of Finance. Honourable Ebenezer Okrete Telabi as Deputy Minister for Interior. And Honourable Samson Ai as the Deputy Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry. Honorable Dr. Clement Apak as the Deputy Minister for the Ministry of Education, Honorable Richard Janmensa as the Deputy Minister for the Ministry of Energy and Green Transition, and Honorable John Kofi Domelo as the Deputy Minister for the Ministry of Food and Agriculture. Mr. Speaker, respectfully submitted. Thank you.
Thank you, all members. Motion moved by the chairman of the committee. Any seconder?
Honorable Speaker, we second the motion.
Honourable members, motion moved and seconded, and it is for the consideration of the House. Any indication as to the number of comments we are taking? Very well. Very well. Honourable members, it is now for the consideration of the House. Honourable members, the motion is moved and seconded. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say no. Honourable members, the ayes have it. This House adopts the motion and accordingly approve the nomination of Honorable Lydia Lamisi Akamvariba, Minister of State for Public Sector Reform, Honorable Thomas Nyako Ampim, Deputy Minister for Finance, Honorable Ebenezer Okrite Telabi, Deputy Minister for Ministry of Interior, Honorable Samson Ahi, Deputy Minister for Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, Dr. Clement Abbas Apak, Deputy Minister, Ministry of Education, Honorable Richard Janmensa, Deputy Minister, Ministry of Energy, Honorable John Kofi Dumelo, Deputy Minister, Ministry of Food and Agriculture. All members, the Speaker should take the chair. This is the one.